look at this view. How about that for an Airbnb? It's actually a wraparound pool. Wow, the views from this gym, from this floor, this building, it's just absolutely stunning. Let's start off with the main room when you enter. This is the kitchen slash living room. Here is the bedroom. And the total price came to Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you my Airbnb here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And let me tell you, this Airbnb is super good. So right now I just left my room. I am staying on the 22nd floor and I have a very good view of the city. But first I want to show you the upper deck. So that would be the top of it where I have access to. Well, you can also see here I'm walking down the hallway now. I don't know what this blue tarp is on the ground. It's like they're doing some renovation because these are windows, but there's no glass. So there is a platform there, but yeah, you can just kind of go over that. And I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe they are going to fix that soon. But yeah, this is what the hallway looks like. They're long corridors. There's many apartments in this building, and on each floor, I don't know how many exactly, but I'm assuming probably more than 30 on each floor. But right here is the entrance to the elevator. So let's hop in the elevator and we're gonna go to the top floor. All right, so on the top floor we have the lounge area here. You can see there's some chairs behind me. Chairs here. Lots of people hang out here in the evening when it's much cooler. Actually right now it's pretty cool because usually you have a wind draft coming through here. Lots of cool air and the sun's not directly on you. With the cloud cover, there's some cover above it, so it's a nice place to chill, but there's plenty of space for people to sit and just relax, do some work, whatever it is that you like to do. There is a pool right over here and there's a gym and a cafe, so I'm going to show you that as well. Guys, look at this view. How about that for an Airbnb? Man, this is a beautiful view right here. Wow. So as you can see, the pool actually wraps around here. It goes right around the corner to the other side where you have a view of the Petronas Towers. The top floor is actually level 37, which is a yoga deck. I haven't seen that. Maybe I'll go up there. I hope there's nobody up there, but there's level 36, which is the gym and the indoor dining. And then for level 35, you have the lounge, business lounge, KTV room, internet room, sauna, reception, toilet, changing room, and things like that. There's a bunch of people actually at the pool just sitting and relaxing, and I don't want to disturb them with the camera, so I'm not gonna video around them. Just took a couple clips, and now we'll work our way up here to the 36th floor to the gym. There might be some people in there, but let's check it out. Take a couple videos, and then we'll get out of there and work back into the apartment. There was actually quite a bit of people in there. There were about 5 people, so I didn't take a video. Luckily, I took some footage last night when there was nobody in there, so I'll show you those clips now. Wow, the views from this gym, from this floor, this building, it's just absolutely stunning. This gym is actually really nice. There's a fair amount of equipment. You have some leg machines, you have a cable machine here. Not sure what that is over there. There's some mirrors, I guess. But look at this, quite the dumbbell section. I might have to get a workout in. It's been a while since I actually had a good gym and a good workout, so I might be using this while here. But yeah, there's a whole line of treadmills right here and all glass going around where you can see the views. It's so stunning. Maybe you can see in the background there's the towers. You can see the other tall thing that looks like the needle, and oh man, just much more. But there's also a cafe down here where there's actually people chilling down. They're sitting I don't know, maybe it's closed to the public right now. All right, let's check out the yoga deck. Hopefully there's nobody up here either, because that would be awkward. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not much of a yoga deck. It's just another floor that's just kind of empty. You can lay down a yoga mat and do some yoga if you want to. Or, I don't know, come up here and just lunge back and forth, do some sort of body workout. It is the yoga deck, I guess. But anyways, look at it. This is the view. This is the best view I can get from my side on my side of the tower. I don't know, I can't even speak. From the tower side that I'm staying on, because there's two towers. There's Tower A and Tower B. I'm at Tower A, I believe, whichever one. It's the shorter one, and then there's a taller one. And I don't know if you can go up to the top deck there, but I believe the pool is accessible to both towers. So this is the view. You can see the mountains of Malaysia over in the distance there. To my left, you have the Petronas Towers, and you have the KL Tower there, or the Madeira Tower, I think. I forget the name of it. And then also you have the second tallest building in the world right there. So the views are nothing short but of beautiful and just, I mean, amazing. Honestly, it's probably one of the best Airbnbs I have ever had with this type of view. All right, so there you have it. That is the 37th floor, the 36th, and the 35th, where the amenities are. Now let's go back down to my floor, the 22nd, and I'll show you where I'm staying. It is a one-bedroom flat, and it's fully equipped, fully furnished. It has 2 balconies technically, and it also has a pretty good view where you can see the KL Tower right there. So we're going downstairs. So here's the pool area. It's actually a wraparound pool that comes all the way around from one side to the other. Whoa, just a corner of the building, but it's fairly big. It's an infinity pool where the water goes over the side, and just an open view on 2 sides of the building, where you have the view of the second tallest building in the world, the Space Needle looking thing, not sure of the name, and then also the Petronas Towers over there. Quick thing I want to say about this building here is the elevators are quite slow. I mean, they are going up a significant amount of floors or a significant amount of flights, but for some reason they're just a little bit laggish. Sometimes you press the button, the door closes, and it takes, I don't know, 3 seconds for the elevator even to start moving. Same thing when it arrives to the floor, it takes a couple seconds for the door to even open. It's a little bit nervous at first, but I guess that's just how the elevator system here works. But now we're at the room, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm staying in A2213A. I don't know if all the rooms are like this or just some of them, but there's a main door here. And when you walk into this door, there are actually 2 apartments. One's to the right, and one is to the left. But I don't know if the one to the right is big, or if it's small, or how it is, but I don't know. Maybe it used to be 1, and then they changed it into 2. So come in here. Door A, and then door B, and I'm staying at door A. All right, here is the Airbnb. I've just came in the door here. I've actually been in here for just 2 days so far, so that's why there's some things in here. But let's start off with the main room. When you enter, this is the kitchen/living room. So when you come in, you have a table here where you can sit. It's small enough for just 2 people, because this apartment is for 2 people, I guess. There's the appliances you need, a huge refrigerator, actually a little bit too big, I would say. You have a washing machine, you have a microwave, you have a 2-placement stove, or however you say it. There's 2 burners, a kettle, a sink, lots of storage space and cabinet space, all the space you really need. And then there's lots of little details in here as well. The walls, this wall is painted blue, this side is white in the back, and then over here, which is going to be, as you can see, this is the living room portion. The living room portion has a really small couch. It's actually too small. It's a little bit weird. An entertainment center with a TV. There's an air conditioner. There is a fan. This fan is a lifesaver because it's very, very relaxing to sit here under the fan. And then there's lots of little details, plants, pictures, and just miscellaneous things in here. But in the living room, we also have a very nice view and a little balcony. There's no chairs out there. You would have to take the kitchen chairs to sit out there. But this is what the balcony looks like. You can see here. Let's actually go out there. Let's check it out. This is the balcony here. There's a good enough space. It's a little bit noisy out here with the fans out there. You can hear the fans on the mall. But if you have a chair and a little table, or maybe a little relaxing chair to sit in, this would be a nice place to chill. It's pretty good actually. There's nothing to complain about really. And you can hang the laundry out here to dry. We have these drying racks. Will come with the Airbnb. We haven't used them yet, but I'm sure we will. And yeah, the other downside I guess about this is that these windows, they're a little bit tinted, but not tinted enough, because at nighttime you can definitely see through them. Now, each room in here you will see there's these shades. You just kind of pull them and pull them up, and that's how they operate. They're very nice to block the sun out when you need to have some privacy or some darkness. So those are definitely really great. Oh, one last thing is this Airbnb does come fully stocked with everything. So the cabinets have everything you need in there. Let's move on into the bedroom and the bathroom. So here is the bedroom. Now this is a good spacious bedroom, and there is super good lighting in here. So check it out. With what angle I can give you here, this is the room. They have a little paint decal on the wall over there to give it some color. It's okay, nothing really too fancy. Same thing over here, some lines, but this is the bed. Actually, the bed is very short. Well, it feels very short because there's these pillows. You have 4 pillows and then a big pillow. So actually at night, if I leave all the pillows on there, my feet are hanging off the bed. So it's a little bit strange, but it's cool. And then there's these like ladder decorations where you can hang blankets on, which are really cool too. Gives a nice look to the apartment, except there's no blankets in here. There's another one right here, and I'm just hanging my chargers on it because, like I said, no extra linens, no blankets or anything. It comes with a fan. There's a rotating or a revolving fan, stand-up fan, which is super nice too. Just turn it on at nighttime, keeps you cool. There's also air conditioner in here, but the problem is this one is actually broken. Turned it on the first night we got here, and it started leaking all over the floor. Called to have the guy come fix it. He came the next morning, turned it on, wasn't doing it, it was fine. And then later that night, it did it again, and it dripped all over the floor, and they came and they looked at it, and they said, okay, we need to send maintenance. And the maintenance guy never came today, so I don't know what the deal is. I contacted him and said, hey, it's an inconvenience. We need this fixed. We need to sleep with the air conditioner on. So we had to sleep with the door open and use the one from the other room. So hopefully they'll come fix that. If not, hopefully there's some sort of rebate or, percentage of money given back, because it should work. It shouldn't be broken. But there is a huge wardrobe here. We actually got some stuff in here, but not much. We haven't really unpacked too much yet because we got here, we fell right to sleep, and then we started to explore the city. But it is a big wardrobe space. Lots and lots of room. Iron board, blow dryer, iron and everything you need. I mean, it's pretty well equipped. Oh yeah, and if I didn't say, there's that little chair over there, sofa chair. It's kind of an interesting chair, but if you need to sit in here and relax, why not? And now let's move on into the bathroom here. So probably the weirdest thing about this Airbnb is the bathroom. And the reason for that is because of what's over here. It is a door. Now when we first arrived, I was like, what is that? Is that going to the other apartment? As I was saying, it's like a split apartment where they turned it into 2. I thought that was just a divider in between the other apartment, and I thought I was gonna be showering with my neighbor. But no, it's actually a balcony. Just turn it open, and boom, it's another balcony, but I think somebody sits out there and smokes every day because I've smelled it for the past like 24 hours, and yeah, I'm not going up there. But yeah, we have a stand-up shower with a glass door, which is pretty good. Actually, there's no ceiling on this glass door, so the water just kind of comes out, becomes like a wet bathroom. But that's kind of normal in Asia. There is a wand thing so you can spray yourself. There's the waterfall. Haven't used the waterfall yet, should probably check that out. There is this like Western toilet here with a butt pistol, bidet, whatever you want to call it, water gun. Works really well. And then there's also plenty of space in here to store your things, a good sink, and yeah, a well-detailed bathroom. I like the plain look of the wood. It's excellent. But yes, one of the best things about this apartment is the view, is the lighting. There is so much lighting in here. You know, it's a little past 6 o'clock in the evening and it's still very well lit. So that's one thing I really like about it. And I mean, look at this. Check out the view from the bedroom. You can lay in bed and see the second tallest building in the world. See the KL Tower. I mean, you can't beat that. Now this building is called the Infinitum by the Colony. That's the developer group that made this building and constructed it and organized it. But I believe this building is really strictly for renting short-term, Airbnb and things like that, because there's a lot of people coming and going, as I've been noticing in the past 2 days. And there's lots of foreign people from all over the world here. So I believe this is used heavily for Airbnb. But the last couple things I want to tell you is that it comes with internet. I'll show you the internet speed and then I'll tell you the pricing of this place for how long I'm staying here. There you have it. That's the internet speed. 31.8 download and 10.3 upload on average. Now that's because it's split between the two units. Actually outside there's a little storage box there and that's where the router is. So it's being used in 2 apartments. And also it's probably a little bit slower because of these walls. These walls are like concrete. So I think it's having a hard time pinging through the walls. And that's probably why it's a little bit lower. But it's decent Wi-Fi. It's not the best. I definitely have had better, and I've actually had like 20 times faster in Bangkok. So I guess it depends on the provider, but it's good enough for now. And then onto the pricing. So for this place, I am staying for a total of 13 nights, and the total price came to $312. So it's roughly about, I think, $24 a night. And the service fee and the cleaning fee and the taxes are what makes it much higher. $300 for almost 2 weeks. That's pretty good, because if you try to rent this place probably for 1 whole month, I'm sure you're going to get a price less than $600, you know, twice of what this 13 days is, because usually you get a higher discount. So say if it's $600, still, that's an excellent deal, I feel like, for being this high up in a nice modern building and very convenient to the places around here, like public transportation. There's some markets, 7-Eleven downstairs, the mall's right next to it, Quill Mall. So this is definitely a good area to be in, I feel like. But there you have it. That is a full Airbnb tour of my Airbnb here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where I'm staying for these 2 weeks. And yeah, I totally recommend renting through Airbnb. There's probably some really good Airbnbs here. You can get better than this, and you can also get worse than this and cheaper, of course. But I mean, for views like this, why not? Why not go for it? Or stay in a hostel or a homestay or something, however you're going to do it. But this is my Airbnb. If you have any questions, if you'd like to know more, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you on that. And until next time, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Peace. So the video you're watching was filmed days ago, and this is actually an update on my Airbnb because things have went downhill. Things have completely turned the wrong way, and I want to tell you about that right now by first going up to the pool to show you what has turned around in a worse way than I could have imagined. So as you can tell, one of the things that went really wrong here is the pool. The pool is completely roped off, and it hasn't been accessible for the past like 4 days, and who knows how long it's going to be accessible. Actually, since I have been here, I haven't even been in it because I haven't really had the chance. I've been exploring around in the city and didn't really get the opportunity to come up here, but unfortunately something happened to it, like the filter broke and it's no longer usable. And it's very green, as you can see. It's like that green Hulk color. Looks pretty nasty, but on the other side, it's turning around a bit. The other day over there, you couldn't see in the water. It was very murky. So maybe they're treating it now and it's gonna take a few days to get back to normal. But that's a condition, and maybe that's just something that happens commonly, in pools like this that are really big and there's a lot of people using them. Maybe the filter goes bad or something, but unfortunately, I won't be able to use this pool as I'm going to be leaving very soon, and it doesn't look like it's going to be ready to be swimmable or to let people swim in it. So that's one thing that went wrong. But the other thing that went really bad with this Airbnb is actually in my apartment. So quickly, let me tell you, what is the downfall of this Airbnb here? Well, if you can see here, this is a completely different Airbnb than the one I stayed in. I'm still in the other Airbnb actually, but this was one that was just given to me because of a problem in my Airbnb. So I was offered this Airbnb here. Let me show you. It's a studio, there's a bed, there's the table here, and then there is a little kitchen space here, and then there is a bathroom here. Now the problem with this one is that you turn on the bathroom fan and light, and you have this horrible noise. It's awful, it's just so loud. But then the other issue is that the bed over here is very, very disgusting, very dirty. I mean, maybe the sheets are clean, but they're so stained and they never replace them. They're actually very yellow. You might not be able to tell from the video here, but I have some clips that I can probably put in. But yeah, the pillows are just a little bit dirty. There's some stains, and this apartment here actually has a view of the Petronas Towers in the city. So it's a very, very nice view, of course, but it is a studio. It's much smaller than the one I paid for, and the price for it is much less. So now what's the big deal with my apartment? Well, the problem is the first few days there was a really bad cockroach problem. There was cockroaches everywhere, more than 10 of them. They came in, they extinguished them, they took care of that problem. It was done, it was over with. The other problem has been the bathroom, actually. There is water damage in the ceiling, and whatever apartment is above, their pipes are just leaking, and it's coming through the ceiling and it's starting to drip constantly. It was very small at first where it didn't affect us. We told the host came, well, not the host, he sent the staff came, said, oh, no problem, maintenance upstairs, they will turn off water or something, and the problem will be resolved. Well, a couple days later, it got even worse. So when we first moved in, or when we first came here to this Airbnb, this ceiling was good. It was normal. There was no discoloration. It was completely white. Now, there's a lot of water damage. Water is coming through, it's breaking through all around the shower here. And then last night, it started breaking through another part of the ceiling, right here. As you can see the light, it's just constantly dripping, a few drips every like half second. And we had to put a bucket here this morning to collect the water. The ceiling is just in a really poor condition, and people shouldn't have to stay there because of that. And so I told the host, and he offered this Airbnb here that I'm in now. But the problem is, this is small, it isn't what we paid for, so we shouldn't have to stay here, and we should get money back for this. Also because we're both here taking video calls, me and my girlfriend, so this isn't suitable for us to take calls at the same time. We'll be too noisy and we need separate rooms, and that's why we rented a 1-bedroom. And he said he didn't have any more, so the only option would be to leave. So to avoid that hassle, we just decided to cancel our calls and stuff like that and just deal with what we're in. But now we have this one to use, so we can use the bathroom here to avoid the bathroom where we're staying in the water leak. And yeah, that's one of the biggest problems that has happened. As you can see with these clips here, you see the damage, the photos and the videos. But the other issue is that when we first moved in, the air conditioner had that really bad leak, which I think I talked about. That got fixed, so that was fine. But in the end, this Airbnb, we've had so many issues with for some reason. Even the pool upstairs, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just bad luck. But everything has been really great because this condominium building, the location is perfect. And actually the apartment, we love it. It's very good. I'm sure there could be some touch-ups and stuff like that. But everything else has been pretty good. So yeah, that's just a little update on this Airbnb nightmare and what has happened. But yeah, only a few days left in KL here, so we're almost at the end of the road, so just got to get through this.